Well, good morning and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's time to hitch up the trailer and get the show on the road. On this Philpott adventure, we're headed to Paso Robles, California to do some wine tasting. And more wine tasting. And more wine tasting. We're also going to have Thanksgiving turkey at our favorite fruit stand, taste some delicious local olive oil, eat ice cream, and even shop for some buttery cookies. So what do you say? Let's get on the road. Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. We are finally on our way to Paso Robles, but first we're going to make a stop to Casa de Fruta to have Thanksgiving lunch with my mom and my stepdad, John. What are you looking forward to the most?
Family.
Family.
There you go. And turkey, of course.
And turkey. I'm looking forward to some wine.
Yep.
Later.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And then we're off to Paso Robles.
That's Robles. Here we go. So for the past 6 years, we've been meeting my parents at Casa de Fruta on Thanksgiving. The restaurant there does such a great job on Thanksgiving dinner. You can have turkey or ham, and it's just a wonderful time. Plus, there's no cleanup afterwards. The chefs here at Casa de Fruta do such a fantastic job on their turkey dinners. If you don't believe me, go ahead and ask Lily and Papa John. Hey, so John, what did you think about your Thanksgiving dinner?
I loved it. You get your money's worth here.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
The turkey is extremely tender. The only thing is they overload you with sweet potatoes.
Hey, Lil, how'd you like your pie?
Oh, it was wonderful. As you can see, it's all gone. It was pecan pie, and it was the best. It was really buttery.
All right.
And it's right down here.
After we ate, it was time to walk around and do some shopping. Casa de Fruta is a great roadside attraction for everyone. Renowned for its charming market offering fresh produce, nuts, and gourmet foods, it's a must-stop destination for travelers along Highway 152. Not only does it have a huge farmer's market, it also offers a delicious deli, wine tasting, and attractions for the kids like a carousel and train rides. Just look at some of this beautiful local produce. I really love all the old farm equipment they have on display. It's really cool to see. And of course, when it's decorated for Christmas, it's even better. Well, another successful Thanksgiving visit is over. We had a great time. Now we're on our way to Paso Robles and wine country. Last year and years in the past, Google Maps took us all the way down the 101 through Salinas. But this year it took us on a different route, down Highway 25 into King City. The route was a welcome change as it was much more scenic and interesting. We'll definitely be taking this route from now on. arrived at the campsite just as the sun was setting. We found a great RV resort just on the outskirts of town called Sun Outdoors Central Coast Wine Country. It was our first time staying here and we were impressed right away. It was a great experience. Sun Outdoors Central Coast Wine Country is a very nice RV campground with flat sites, full hookups, and lots to do for adults and kids alike. The amenities are truly top-notch, including recreational activities like wine tasting tours, hiking, and biking trails. It was a perfect place to stay, and it was very quiet at night, which we definitely appreciated. The next morning, before we set out to do some wine tasting, we stopped by the Welcome Center to get some information and check out the store. After that, we walked around to take a look at the layout and the amenities. They have a very clean pool and a nice playground for the kids. All in all, we'd say that so far this is one of our favorite resorts in the Central Coast area. Even if you don't have an RV, you can rent one of these nice cottages for a decent price. Now it was finally time for some wine tasting. Our first stop was the Broken Earth Winery. We actually had never been here before. We recently bought a bottle of this wine from Costco and we really liked it, so we were very excited to do this tasting. When you walk in, you're treated to a huge modern tasting room that is very nicely decorated. The staff here are welcoming and friendly, and they are very knowledgeable about their wine. The wine itself was very good, and the wines we tasted had a price range of $30 to $55. Our favorites were the Tannat and the Reserve Cabernet Franc. These are definitely worth the price. Unfortunately, we had already had lunch and we didn't get to try it, but they had wood-fired pizza there, and man, did that look good. Next on our wine tasting adventure is Tobin James Cellars. It's one of our absolute favorites. We've been Tobin James members here for several years now, and visiting here is a definite must when we're in the Paso Robles area. The Tobin James tasting room is the epitome of the Old West. Their main bar is a genuine relic from the past. Built in the 1860s, it was imported from Scotland and originally used in a Wyoming saloon during the Gold Rush era. There's actually a bullet hole in the bar that has since been fixed. It's rumored to have happened during a dispute between a couple of guys that ended up in a single shot being fired up through the bar. Out of all the wines we've ever tried, Tobin James continues to be on top of the list. Every one of their wines has that deep, rich, jammy flavor that Paso Robles is known for. There isn't one wine that Tobin James makes that we don't like. The wines we tasted today ranged in price from about $20 to about $60. They have more expensive higher-end wine like their Blue Moon label, but on average, you're looking at spending about $40 to $60 a bottle. And if they have it when you're there, try the Tobin James Red. For $10 a bottle, it's phenomenal. After you're done wine tasting, make sure you check out the gift shop. They have some really cool stuff for sale. Well, that's enough wine tasting for one day. We've had a great time at Broken Earth Winery and Tobin James Cellars, and we're really looking forward to getting up in the morning and heading out to Onyx Winery in Tin City. See you then. No dishwasher here, folks. Now, come on, this is glamping.
No comment.
So after breakfast and washing some dishes, we decided to go get something to eat. So we found this place called Rustic Fire. It's a local pizza place, and man, it was good. The salad was extremely fresh, and the pizza was phenomenal. They had a huge selection of local wine and beer, but we held back because we were going wine tasting. Originally an industrial area full of warehouses, Tin City is now a community of boutique wineries, breweries, distilleries, and artisanal food producers. Winemakers got together and repurposed the warehouses and turned them into these really cool wineries and tasting rooms. And one of these repurposed warehouses is our next destination, Onyx Winery. The tasting room at Onyx exudes a blend of modern elegance and rustic charm. It feels welcoming right when you walk in the door. This is probably the third or fourth time that Lily and I have visited Onyx Winery. We just love the wines here. It's so good. Okay, we made it to Onyx Winery. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Syrah, Syrah.
What do you think?
It's good. Goes great with dark chocolate.
The price of the wines here range from about $30 to $60. We believe it's worth every penny, and we think you will too. All right, we just finished up at Onyx Winery, and now we're going to go do some olive oil tasting. We headed over to Olivas de Oro for some olive oil tasting. We had never done this before, and it was a really cool experience. They had all these different flavored olive oils that they paired with different vinegars, and the flavor combinations were outstanding. After that, we walked next door to the Negrante Creamery for some ice cream. This is another one of our favorite stops, and it's one that we make every time we come to Tin City.
Black coffee chip.
Oh man.
Excellent.
I went plain and got vanilla bean, but it has a waffle cone piece, so that's cool. All right, now we're going to go to Downtown Paso Robles, see what's over there. This is a busy place, and we got so lucky. Parking can be real hard to find. But today, our parking spot was right across from the park. We wanted to do one more tasting before the end of the day, so we stopped into the Justin Vineyard tasting room. This was our first time here, and we were really impressed by how elegant and modern it was. As high-end as it felt, the staff were very welcoming, even though we didn't have any reservations. The wines we tried ranged in price from about $45 to $125. Every vintage and varietal we tasted was fantastic. You can also order food and even have wines by the glass if you don't want to do the tasting flight. I saw this beautiful candle in the bathroom, so guess what I bought at the gift shop? After tasting that great wine, we headed outside to do a little window shopping on the way to Downtown City Park to see the holiday lights. Oh, this looks good. We'll have to come back and visit this a little bit later. The Downtown City Park was beautifully lit up for the holidays. It's amazing how they got the lights so high up in the trees. And yes, on the walk back to the car, we did stop at the Brown Butter Cookie Company. There was no way we were going to miss this.
Philpott Adventures is at the Paso Lights. It's amazing. Looking forward to a Merry Christmas.
Well, that about does it for this adventure. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it will really help out our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next Philpott Adventure.